I am really excited, and I didn't come here for the spotlight. I didn't come here to have more eyes. I came here to win, and I really do think that with the group that we have, that we are going to win. We are going to get a championship sooner.
Sophie Cunningham sits down for her first interview with the Indiana Fever, her jersey already sold out worldwide. With confidence, she looks into the camera and delivers a statement that excites Fever fans and silences critics.
When this opportunity came about, when I first heard about it, I was so excited. Like, I just knew that it was my time to get outside my comfort zone.
This isn't just another roster addition. It's a statement. The same Indiana Fever that Cheryl Swoops once claimed nobody wanted to play for has now built a powerhouse lineup featuring Caitlin Clark, Aliyah Boston, Kelsey Mitchell, Lexi Hull, Natasha Howard, DeWanna Bonner, Sydney Colson, and now Sophie Cunningham. The enforcer has arrived, and in this interview, she makes it clear how she plans to help silence the noise surrounding the most watched team in the WNBA.
I just kind of heard what they were doing, and of course you have Caitlin, who's drawn eyes from all around the world. That is like, why would I not? Why not be a part of something great? You go from Diana, and now you're going to a team who is going to be a contender for a championship. And so I'm stoked about this year. I'm really excited for the players, but I'm also excited just for the community and the relationship and the culture that you guys have here.
Remember when Cheryl Swoops boldly claimed that nobody wanted to play with Caitlin Clark? Well, that narrative just crumbled into a million pieces. Swoops confidently stood before the basketball world, declaring with absolute certainty that stars would be fleeing Indiana as if it were on fire. Nobody wants to play with Caitlin Clark, she proclaimed, as if she had personally surveyed every player in the league. Her statement echoed across social media, dominated sports talk shows, and became the rallying cry for the anti-Clark crowd.
What it do, peeps? Cheryl Swoops is been missing. Cheryl Swoops is MIA. They got a APB out for Cheryl Swoops. If you see Cheryl Swoops, she did a lot of talking a few months ago about the Indiana Fever, the locker room environment, how people didn't want to play there, how people wanted to leave.
But here's where reality comes crashing in. While Swoops was making those claims, the Indiana Fever front office was quietly building one of the most impressive off-season rosters in recent memory. They didn't just add one veteran star. They brought in an entire constellation of them, all with significant playoff experience. Natasha Howard, a multi-time champion with elite defensive skills. DeWanna Bonner, a proven scorer and leader. Sydney Colson, adding depth and experience to the backcourt.
We're going to be a phenomenal group. I'm excited for all the other pieces that came in this offseason with me. And so when I really see what I can do here, I'm confident in that, but I really am just excited for the big picture of what everyone brings to me.
When Sophie Cunningham sat down for her first interview with the Fever, the excitement was undeniable. This wasn't a player reluctantly joining a team or hesitating at the thought of playing alongside the phenom that is Caitlin Clark. Instead, Cunningham's enthusiasm was palpable. She made it clear that this was her choice, and she was ready to embrace the challenge.
The style of play that you guys are playing here, that Stephanie is going to bring here, it's run and gun, it's shooters, it's a motion offense, and so my eyes lit up like a Christmas tree.
The style of play particularly excited her, perfectly aligning with her strengths as a player. She didn't hesitate or waver. She fully embraced everything about her new team, including the opportunity to play alongside Clark. For anyone paying attention, this was the clearest contradiction to Swoops' claims.
So I played in a motion offense my whole life outside of kind of Phoenix. You know, it was more one-on-one and let people do their thing. And if you're open, you're open. Where I'm more, I like to move. I like to run. I like to dribble and kick. You know what I mean? And so when you see Caitlin, when you see Aliyah Boston, she's a great passer. Kelsey Mitchell's a great passer. That if you move and you make the great cut, you're going to get the ball. And I think that just helps everybody, free up. And so I like to run. I kind of get the name Forrest Gump sometimes, and I'm like, hey, if you guys want to call me, that's fine. I'll beat you down the court every time. But I really am just excited for the style of play and what I can bring to the table for this team.
What makes this even more remarkable is how fans responded. Cunningham's jersey sold out almost immediately after her arrival was announced. Concrete proof that not only do players want to be part of this Indiana revolution, but fans are just as excited about these new additions to the Clark-led squad.
I really am just excited about not only what I can bring to the table, but as a whole, our versatility as a team is going to be huge.
The most telling moment came when Cunningham addressed her motivation directly. Asterisk, I didn't come here for the spotlight. I didn't come here to have more eyes. I came here to win. With that single statement, she shattered the anti-Clark narrative. The idea that players would avoid Indiana for fear of being overshadowed by Clark was exposed as pure fiction.
Being here, I've already been motivated. Like, I know this is a new, fresh start. I'm not in a box anymore. Like, I can finally be free and be in an offense that I think that I can really thrive in and be around players who our mind is strictly on basketball and winning. So I'm just re-motivated. I'm refocused. I feel like I'm back, to be honest. I got a nice tan, and that always makes me feel good too. And so being here, honestly, it just makes me want to work even harder than what I've been doing.
Instead, Cunningham made it clear that serious, championship-caliber players see something special building in Indiana. They see a young superstar with generational talent. They see Aaliyah Boston developing into a dominant force. They see Kelsey Mitchell's scoring ability, Lexi Hull's relentless hustle, and the opportunity to create something truly special. This wasn't a reluctant arrival. This wasn't someone making the best of a bad situation. This was an accomplished veteran, excited about Indiana, praising her new teammates, and boldly setting championship expectations in her very first interview. You couldn't script a more perfect refutation of Swoop's claims if you tried.
I am just so excited to be here. I'm from the Midwest, and so for me to kind of get back to my roots and be close to my family, I'm so excited. Like, when I say that I am refreshed and I am motivated, and I just like kind of feel like my spark is back. Everyone thinks I've been feisty. You've not even seen the feisty side of me yet, so this should be really fun. But for me, I'm excited to be closer to home. I'm excited to deep dive into the community of Indiana. I've already met a lot of really cool people. I'm excited to inspire the next generation of young boys and girls around here, get to know the community more.
When Cunningham talks about Indiana, she doesn't sound like someone forced to join. She sounds like someone who has found her basketball home, a place where her skills, personality, and championship ambitions align perfectly. While Cunningham found her perfect fit in Indiana, Caitlin Clark gained something she desperately needed last season, a bodyguard. Remember all the cheap shots Clark endured as a rookie with little to no response from teammates? The incident with Chicago Sky's Chennedy Carter was just the tip of the iceberg in what became open season on the league's brightest star.
And Clark. I mean, that's clearly a foul, which was called. The question is, will they call it unnecessary? Kennedy Carter.
Throughout her rookie campaign, Clark repeatedly picked herself up off the hardwood after hard fouls, flagrant contact, and unnecessary physicality. Opponents quickly realized there was no enforcer stepping in to make them pay for targeting Indiana's franchise player. The Fever roster, packed with young talent but lacking veteran muscle, could only watch as their superstar endured collision after collision.
I'm a little bit sassy sometimes, which people don't like, but I love. My teammates always love. And to be honest, I spread the court. Like, I can shoot the ball. And when you have playmakers who are quick, who are great passers with Kelsey Mitchell too, it lets them do their thing. And then the defense draws in and you're just ready to shoot. And so, I think that I'll bring a lot to this team. But at the end of the day, I want to be a good leader. I want to be a great teammate. I want to bring the culture piece and make sure our egos are put aside and that we're all in here to win. And I think that's going to be pretty easy with.
Enter Sophie Cunningham, the WNBA's most notorious agitator, and exactly what Clark has been missing. Cunningham isn't just coming to Indiana to shoot threes. She's bringing her reputation as one of the league's fiercest competitors, someone who won't hesitate to stand up for her teammates. When Sophie describes herself as sassy on the court, that's putting it mildly. Opposing players know exactly what they're getting. A player who thrives in confrontation and protects her teammates like family.
I'm just excited to kind of maybe be that calm piece when it needs to be calm, that feisty, sassy, stick up for my teammates when it needs to be that. And so just kind of reading the room and, whatever the team needs that day, being able to. When it comes to being on the court, I really am. I'm spicy, I'm fiery, I'm the ultimate competitor, and I'm really just trying to do whatever it takes for my team to win. A lot of people have a lot to say about it, but honestly, any teammate that you've asked that maybe had opinions about me before, once for teammates like, oh, like, love you as him. I'm like, duh, I'm not a mean person. But to be honest, I think that it could be a game changer. You know what I mean? And I'm going to hit my threes. I'm going to do all that. But just from a young age, my parents were like, go be the hardest worker. Don't let anyone outwork you, but also enjoy it. Like, you work your tail off off. So when it's time to play a game, go laugh, go smile, go yell if you want to, go be. I learned so much out in Phoenix. I was really blessed to have some really great teammates. You get to learn from the GOAT, Diana Taurasi. We've had a lot of people going in and out of that program. They've won championships, and so there's just a lot to learn. We'll say I'm 3-and-D, which I've never really considered myself a defensive player, but I think the past couple of years, I have been. I've been able to get my body right. I've been able to bang down low and hold my own. And so I just think when you can get players who are versatile on not only the offensive end but the defensive end, that's where you win your championships. That's where you make a statement. And so I'm excited to kind of get down and start working hard on the defensive end. I think as a team, we all have to kind of have that mentality, especially if we're trying to get to where we want to go.